Hey everyone, it's Jamie here from Shopify Masterclass, and in this video, I'll be going over how you can customize your Shopify theme. Now this will be a general overview that's going to apply to any theme here, as it's going to be the basics of Shopify's Theme 2.0 update, which I'll be going over in today's video, so make sure you stay until the end of it. Before I dive into it, I want to mention our sponsor CALC, and it's available on the Shopify App Store. Allow you to skip your spreadsheets and get back to growing your store with real-time calculations. All you have to do is head to the top right, select the date range you want to see, and it's going to give you a ton of metrics here, including how much profit you're actually generating from your store, so you can understand your performance. This allows you to make smarter decisions here while remaining profitable. There's a link in the description to access a 15-day free trial, and I'm also going to show a quick promo video.
Are you a Shopify business owner who spends hours doing your accounting? Have messy spreadsheets kept you from growing your business? Discover Profit Calc, the affordable and easy to set up Shopify app that crunches your numbers in just one click. It automatically syncs with all your accounts and expenses to calculate your profit, displaying everything in an easy to read dashboard so you understand your business in real time. Start for free on the Shopify App Store today.
Click the theme section. Once you're here, you're going to be loaded into your Shopify theme section where you can see things such as your theme libraries, different themes available, as well as the current theme that your store is running. Now, before making any changes to your Shopify theme, I'd recommend clicking on the three dots, clicking duplicate. This is going to create a copy of your current theme's settings. So if you were to change anything along the way, you can simply reload an older version of the theme as it's a backup here. Now, I'll be going over in this video how to customize the theme from the Shopify theme editor. There is the option to go into editing the code, but since that's more of a technical implementation there, and for most stores, there's going to be no need to do that. So I'm going to go over how you can customize this from the Shopify theme editor. So first, let me give you an overall explanation of the theme editor. So if I close all these sections here, it's going to make things a little easier to understand. This top section here, you can filter by which section of the theme you want to edit. So if you want to edit the product pages, you can also edit the pages itself. You can edit blogs, the cart, or the checkout. This is where you access the overall pages to your site. If you were to click into any of these products here, that's also going to have the same effect, and it's going to update on the top as well. So I'm going to go back to the home page here to give a continued explanation. So on the left-hand side, we can see what are called sections. So it's going to break down the page into different sections. I can see here the announcement bar, the header, along with the different page sections here. And if you were to expand any of these, you can get a more detailed explanation of the different elements. So if I were to expand this image banner, I can see the camping gear heading, I can see the paragraph text, as well as the button. And you can do so with any of these sections here. And if you were to click on them, it will highlight which one is here and available on the page. And if you want to move any of these around, these 6 dots here allow you to move things around on the page. So mainly this was what you'll be interacting with if you are interacting with a page. And so that's the left-hand column of sections. The center column here is essentially going to be everything on the page. Or if you wanted to click on any of these elements instead of selecting it on the left-hand side, you can simply do so by clicking it, and it's going to load that element. Now this right hand side here is where you're going to make the edit. So if I click on this column here, it will load the image that I can add, the heading, and the description. And so if you want to change something like the text here, I can say this is a paragraph that's going to update this section. I can also change the link label as well as the link here. The great thing about links with Shopify's themes here is that it's going to preload things such as different collections on your store. So if I hit all collections, that's going to update there. If I were to summarize that, right-hand column is for editing the details. The middle column here is where you're going to see all your changes and how the store actually looks. The left-hand side is going to be for filtering and seeing where you are in the overall page structure. And if you want to save any changes here, you can click the save button. So those are the 3 main columns. One other thing I'll mention here is if you see this desktop icon here, you can click this to select mobile or full screen, and that's going to allow you to preview your Shopify store from different views. You'll always want to check mobile, as many customers browse online using their mobile devices. So if we move on to the left-hand side here, there's 2 other sections such as app embeds and theme settings. Theme settings will include the overall settings for your brand. So you can set things such as the color for buttons here. So you have your solid button label, change the color if you click on it. This will allow you to change the color of anything on the page. You can also set different colors for your accents here for different solid button backgrounds. You have your secondary colors as well as different button outlines. If you were to expand any of these here, you get things such as the overall layout. So I can set the page width here, vertical space between sections, horizontal space, and so on. Typography is going to be your font here, so you can change that for your store. You can also set button styling, so you can set opacity, thickness, corner radius. Corner radius will be the rounding on the corners. So if I were to set it to 40 pixels, it's going to make it a much more round button. There's quite a few inputs here, so I'm not going to explain every single one of them, but they're pretty self-explanatory. So content containers, and it's going to give you different options for setting the default padding, size, margin, and so on. These are overall theme settings that will apply to the theme itself. Note certain shortcuts also apply here, so you have your undo shortcut, redo, save, and toggle inspector. There's also an undo button here in the top left. There's also a redo button as well. In terms of the sections you can add, there's quite a few here. You can add individual blocks under a section, or you can add an entirely new section. So there's quite a few different parts here. So you have blog posts, collages, collapsible content, collection lists, contact form, as well as quite a few more. It's really going to depend on what you're looking to add to the page. For any theme design, I would recommend you lay out on a pen and paper or use any wireframing software. Where you're deciding what you want to include on the page, you can use many different Shopify stores for inspiration. It's going to be a lot easier to do it on pen and paper. You can rearrange things to how you think it's going to look, and then you can come in here and start adding and moving things around. I find that saves me quite a bit of time, as if I don't really have a good idea of what I'm looking for, I can spend too much time changing things that don't really matter. I will mention this last section here, so this is app embeds. So depending on the apps you have installed on your Shopify store, you can include different widgets. So on this test store, there's a pop-up form builder. I can enable it here, as well as the FAQ widget. And these are going to show up depending on the settings I set for the app. As you can see here, the FAQ widget showed up in the bottom right here, but I'm just going to disable it for this video. Once you're done, you can just hit save here, and that's going to save any changes you made. So that's an overall explanation on how you can customize your theme for your Shopify store. I hope you have a better understanding on how the new theme editor works, and how you can add content and customize the pages to your liking. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it so much if you hit that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Lastly, I want to mention Profit Calc again, the one-click profit calculator available on the Shopify App Store. It comes with a 15-day free trial. There's a link in the description below to access that trial there, so you can skip those spreadsheets and get back to growing your store with real-time calculations. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.